Perfect. It's you two.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we—
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our
Well, that's us for sure.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the Commissioner about canceling.
Okay, so who are we looking for?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own but the problem is, they don't know the missing person.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing village—
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first.
Alright then, let's go! I'm starting to— We made it to Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission—
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. You're not— To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we just don't know the specifics. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think.
Alright, specific—
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. I chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very—
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did—
But of course, everyone in the village— There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine.
Could he have just—
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway—
Huh. Alright, thanks for the
It's the guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you—
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. I don't think his parents are still living in the village, but he would often take time to visit the elderly or play with— And whenever someone had something on their mind, as the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have—
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his— But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but—
It's okay. There's no need to force— Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived? Wait, so you're saying... Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Yep, sure are.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vimara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say...
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you...
I'm not sure this counts as a lead.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Is this the place?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but we used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds. I was actually adopted by the people of Vimara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods. I was surrounded by such good people and...
Alone?
How should I put it? When everyone has their own problems to deal with, even if I might want... Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well... I guess you could... No matter what came my way, I knew he was so thoughtful and pure and patient ever since he disappeared. No, none of those things.
Wow. You two must have been... Did he ever tell you anything about...
He mostly just talked... Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents. I didn't know whether that meant they had left...
Still...
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Huh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? teleporter. Uh-oh, we've been spotted!
Here we go. There is no escape. Yahoo! Illusion shattered. Brace yourselves. Yeah. Shine down. Motion to compel. Illusion shattered. Incinerate. Wheel of life. Let's play. There is no escape. Here we go. Shine down. Remarkable condition. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting...
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the Hilly, they seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadia...
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just in case. if the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the month.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you... The Abyss Order is most certain...
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the Hilly Trail activity?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a...
Still, the Hilly Trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here.
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk. Ah, so that someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's...
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitate. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not... The sinner you wish to know about. His situation is different. His name is... I'm loath to admit it, but... he is also my kin.
Your... brother?
There were 5 of them. The wise, Roptatir. The visionary, Vedderful. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their...
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order...
They were once people of great esteem in Canria. Those who carried the hopes, 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divide, so they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will. Of course. As I said,
So, Dane, what have you been...
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been by retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osai?
Indeed. However, it's obvious the eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's...
Our most pressing concern is to based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of...
the ley lines.
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memory. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area...
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating... Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff. Well, let's go find Dane! We've got... Dane? Hello, Dane? Did something happen?
The missing...
Oh, young guy? Early 20s?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that... Memories...
Maybe...
No. It wasn't a dream. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the...
Indeed. And it appears he possesses...
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps your concerns are not entirely unfounded. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, come with me. We must check.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Of course.
let's appraise the value on this. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
So you hit it way out here? Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Time for takeoff.
Illusion shatter!
Boom! Brace yourselves. Yeah. Here we go!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Think you can get away? Shine down! There is no escape!
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Yahoo! Illusion shattered! Ha! Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Incinerate!
Brace yourselves! Time for takeoff!
Objection shattered!
Motion to compel! Keep within the law. God. Opening box of Adepti-Trix. Faster? Okay, faster.
There is no escape!
Rise. Wow. Boom boom! Motion to compel. Objection.
Shine down!
Let's play.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have it.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel?
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking...
So you came here all on your own?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Bet I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those hilly churls over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
In the new world, at last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering. Such was the price they paid. And
Did you hear that? Whoop, it sounded so Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too.
you see, we've reclaimed. Release your tears.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, sleep well when you awake. That.
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that the Hilly let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our... Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your concern.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come... Huh? You know, the young guy from Vamara Village. That's kind of the whole reason we're here
I do. At least right now, I can't seem to.
How is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Really?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people?
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, if this person only exists in people's memory, just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one... If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could...
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else, just like how you entered your sibling's memory. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. Right. If he's someone who only... But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time and we don't... Good idea! We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Can we try to... Like, does it maybe leave a trace?
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. But if time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the tell of the fake. The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be like there could be overlap or something. People might That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific...
The color of the sky. Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're... No. No.
Oh, right! That's...
Come to think of it, every time always passed by really slowly. Even when it...
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely it. Yeah!
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong... You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of a
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of... So... I should see what they...
Another time, huh? Yeah.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man born into abject sorrow. Dane's brother. No. That doesn't... No. Born into abject sorrow. You're... Kari Bear Out...
Oh. You know me? That's quite... Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? This is Atosa's but I suppose I'll just leave her a message and... I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real... it's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good... Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, but despite his intentions for me, I never truly in truth. I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over with... As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower-level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the Loom in its semi-completed form. After all, its existence... that. I was wronged. I just wanted them to feel like I once... as if... I know... Why would I do something so meaningless? But I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. Chief Amadea, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. I was curious, so I selfishly... Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds... After all, my life ended any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. I know. But there's nothing I can do. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the sudden... I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time. His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye, in order to have the chance to confront. He would then hand the eye to you, and tell you to take it away. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye, all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind... Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif... I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to... promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines in the face of everything they could be planning. I fear I'm too insignificant even in any case. I had my own use for the loom of... You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberi, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world, where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, to implant a specific memory. In that memory, I would tell them a story. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, all that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. But now...
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone. And this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. That battle earlier was the one against Dane. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. The Loom of Fate, huh? Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the Cataclysm. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro... Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the heavenly principle. However, the heavenly principles will awaken. You could say, just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation. Even as a hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight, he brought comfort to the people of this world. So ask yourself this. Of course, that's only one example. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that... Oh, and Dane came by just now? He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's... Let's think for a second. We were in that memory. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that... Paimon doesn't remember. Wait, really? Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. So there we were, searching. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atos is... Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so...
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I'm just happy I got to meet him. Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting... I was dumped. Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying good... You don't need to comfort me. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and... Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two.
Well, that should be it, right? Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear? A picture?